In this video, I want to take a look at some syntax as well as the API for simple tables. So up top, I have some syntax for a simple table, and it's really quite straightforward. So this is now legitimate, Java code. So we have basically a simple table that's being created. Takes in two generics. So remember, we have our brackets to indicate we're using generic types. And what I'm saying here is that my key should be integers and my value should be strings. Now, because I'm using generics, I basically have a choice. I can put in anything I want there. If I want to do string and string, that's fine. Integer and integer, that's fine. Anything and anything is fine. And then I'm creating this new variable, and I'm building a new symbol table and storing it inside of it. So I have this new thing called titles, that's a symbol table. Looking down, I have my next line, which is put. So I'm doing titles.put. And you can see that I have my key, and I have my string. Now, at first glance, maybe when you saw the previous line, you saw integers and strings, and you're thinking to yourself, well, why? What is the point of putting integers there, right? What are you showing off, right? If I want an integer, I could just use an array. Well, here, there's something cool, and sometimes people miss it. Notice I put in 222 as the value here. 222 is a large number. So inside, if I had something like an array, me doing 222 there would imply that it needs 222 slots, right? I have basically, index, it would be 223. I would need indices, 0 to 222. That's going to be a lot of space, right? I'm asking for 123 elements to be created in memory. With a simple table, simple tables don't care about that. They'll internally just store what you put in. So inside of my simple table, I'm going to have only one occupied space, and that one occupied space knows that it's associated with 222 as a key, and data structures and algorithms as its actual title. Okay, so this is nice. A simple table really is what we call a sparse data structure. So it's like, well, I can just drop in whatever I want, right? Into my simple table, and I don't have to worry about, is it big enough to hold it, right? What order they go in? It's just going to work. So I'm going to have exactly the space reserved for me that I need to, right, when I use it, right? That's going to be handled by it. I don't have to worry about sizing or anything else. So okay, so that's kind of a nice feature. Then we see over here, we have our title.get. So we basically are looking up, what is the value associated with that key, and I get back my title of my course, right? I get back data structures and algorithms. So all of that, looks good. And that's really it for syntax, okay? So the syntax is really simple for using these things. They're very convenient. People use them all the time. All right, so the book gives several examples of using simple tables, and they're kind of here in the on a little bit of a table. Dictionary, book index, file share, account management. There's all these different domains where you can use this thing. To me, I think this is kind of funny to even give an example list of things to use a simple table with, because the simple table is just a way to store data, right? An array is just a way to store data, right? Anytime you need an array, you could potentially use a simple table. Maybe it would give you a bit more power, a little bit more flexibility. So to me, it's like, well, it's obvious, right? It's like, normally I don't really need to have justification for what I need an if statement in my programming language, right? Anytime I use multiple pieces of data, I need a container for it, right? It means I need an array. Anytime I use an array, I could also be using a simple table. So simple tables, I'm going to use them all over the place, right? Whenever I have a situation where I have more than one piece of data, I'm going to need to store it somewhere. A simple table is one of my options, okay? So a simple table, is a really common data structure, right? People use it all over the place. It's a really nice thing, right? Again, it's just like anytime I need to store data, simple table is something I could think about doing. All right, so one example we'll do in depth, and I'll do this in the next video, is in compilers. So I want to introduce basically the idea, I'm going to introduce a couple ideas basically about how compilers work. Compilers actually kind of use a symbol table to keep track of your variables during their compilation step. So we'll do that in the next video. For now, I just think to yourself, that symbol tables, they really just are, you can use them anytime, right? You use an array. They're really straightforward, very useful whenever you have multiple pieces of data that you want to store.